Hi everyone, um, welcome back. My name is Maria, and this is episode 2 of A Romanian Knitter in Norway. Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me. I know there are new people here, but I also want you to know that I've made a YouTube channel especially for this knitting podcast I am doing. So if you want to join me there, I will put on the screen. The name of the channel is Romanian Knitter in Norway. I thought to separate a little bit the things here. And I will start with a little bit of introduction about myself because many of you are new here and you don't know me. So I am Maria. I am 42. I live in Norway since May 2022. I'm from Romania and I moved here with my husband, our son, and our dog. I have a black Labrador that it's sitting on my on the floor next to my feet, and our son is almost 15. So he's a teenager now, and he's autistic. And he's the reason we decided to start life from zero in our 40s. And oh boy, this is quite difficult. In the past 7 years, knitting was my job. So I've been knitting for professional photographers. I've been knitting hundreds, thousands of children garments, bonnets, pants, sweaters, rompers, overalls, name it, blankets, almost everything. So this was my job for 7 years, starting January 2017 until January 2024. So 2 months ago, almost 2 months ago, I took the hard decision to give up because I couldn't do this anymore as a daily job. And I'm so happy I did it. I mean, it meant a lot for me in the past 7 years to do something for myself as a stay-at-home mom with a child with disabilities. So you can imagine it wasn't easy. So knitting was my dear companion for 7 years. But now I think it's time to move on. Our life has changed in a very good way, of course, but starting life from zero in another country with another language in a different society requires more from all of us. So I would rather invest my time in my new life and leave behind my small, very, very small business, which at the end of the day, it wasn't a business because I never managed to have an income, although I was knitting for 8-10 hours every day. But aside of the financial part, it was very important and interesting experience for me. I met a lot of talented people, and with many of them I become friend, and yeah, it was a very interesting experience. Plus, I am so proud that my outfits were used to create memories for the babies. So I'm how should I say, I'm very proud that maybe in 10, 20, 30 years, they will look on the photos since they were babies, and maybe they will ask, who made this? you know? So yeah, I'm very happy because of this experience, but I think it's time for me to move forward to my new life, to embrace my new life totally. And knitting is still my companion since I keep knitting. And whenever I miss to knit for babies, I can always knit for my only niece. She's only 5 months old, so I am planning to make her a lot of the garments. And I have a lot of children in our family, friends' children. I can always make something to gift. So yeah, I won't miss baby knitting because I will keep knitting for babies. I had only one wish that I couldn't accomplish so far. I always wanted to be able to publish my children knitting patterns because most of them were my own patterns. But so far, I did not manage to do this. I talked to a tech editor because it took me time to find somebody. But it seems that it's impossible to find test knitters. I guess when nobody knows your work, nobody knows you, I don't know, it's very hard to find people that want to help you with their time, because I know how precious time can be. But who knows, maybe in the future, when I will be, I don't know, more organized in this direction, maybe I will do something. If not, they will stay with me and that's it. Okay, so I think I will now continue with my knitting and with what this actually podcast it is about. Just another spoiler alert. I'm not a native English speaker, but I hope my pronunciation is a good one. This is the English I've learned by myself in many, many years. So, sorry, I might use the verb in the on the wrong time, or yeah, I must mispronounce some words, but I hope it won't be that bad. I hope. Okay, I want to show you my Elisabeth Blouse. I know I showed this in the last episode, actually the first episode, but it wasn't washed and blocked. I washed this, I blocked this, and I had so, how should I say, I was so nervous because it was huge. I mean, it was so big. I know superwash normally does not have memory, but I think in this case the mohair has done the job, holding the superwash a little bit in place. And I think I'm happy with how this turned out. I cannot stand very well because of my wall. So this is how Elisabeth Blouse is looking, and I have to say that I love it. I took this one day at school, and it was okay. I think I think this will be my, at least for the moment, last garment using also mohair. So I have no problem. I can wear mohair directly on my skin. I don't find it itchy. I love to work with mohair. The only thing I don't like wearing a garment with mohair is the whole static electricity around me. So this is the only reason. So I think for the moment I'm just good. This is my third garment using mohair. I have an Ingrid sweater with mohair, and I have a cardigan. And I think I'm fine for the moment. I want to enjoy the other fibers without mohair. Um, this is a pattern by Petite Knit. I used 2 strands together, 1 strand of mohair, 1 strand of superwash merino hand dyed. This cost me around €200. It is my most expensive sweater, and it was an experience. I have a lot of memories regarding this yarn, but it's not something I want or I can repeat in the next future because it is way too expensive for my possibilities. And I don't even have a budget for yarn, because I don't have a job for the moment. So I said this in the previous episode. I truly believe that there are so many other options out there. And if at some point I will afford to buy again hand dye yarn, I would definitely not choose superwash. This is just a personal preference. But since I don't have this possibility, I will guess it will be in a very far future. I use the same needles as the pattern recommends. I don't know if I've said this is the Elisabeth Blouse by Petite Knit. I've made size, I think 7, but I stopped with the increases before the pattern recommends. So I can tell you that my total number of stitches for the body, it was 276 stitches. If I would have worked all the increases as the pattern suggests for my size or the size I've choose, I would have had more than 300 stitches, and this would have been too long. So I think it is a little bit oversized, but I think it's acceptable. Nothing from other word. I like this color, how it's it. Oh, and the most important, as you can see, I have 2 buttons. I will come closer. Yeah, so I put here 2 buttons, and I am so happy that when I worked this part, I took the decision to make 2 little buttonholes, because as you can see where this stopped, so I would have had all this part open on my chest on air, and it's not something I like to wear. I mean, yeah, it's not what I like. He's barking. I'm sorry. I think that's it for this. I talk a lot about this, and it's enough. Now I will show you another finished object that I need to wave in ends today and to wash it. Oh, and by the way, I'm always washing my garments on the washing machine. I have the wool cycle, and most of the time I don't use any detergent or something, just water. and that's it. This is how I wash them, and I never had a problem to ruin a garment, never before. But yeah, this is something I choose to do, so be careful. In case you are not sure about your washing machine, then don't do this, because you might end up ruining the garment. So yeah, so this is what finished I finished many days ago, but I did not have time to wave in ends. I don't have so many ends. Actually, this is already secured, so I can cut it. So this is the Blizzard sweater by Jessica McDonald. I talked about it in my previous episode. I'm sure it will puckering a lot, because yeah, all the increases are happening in the first half of the yoke. So I don't think blocking will help that much. I don't have too many ends. I think I only have 5 ends to wave in. So it's not that much. I talked about it last time. The main color is Filcolana Pernilla. I think it's the color 954. And the contrasting color, it's a very old yarn. I'm sorry. From my stash. It's by Katia, the Spanish producer, and I think this was discontinued many years ago, because they replaced it with something else. And I'm happy. I'm happy that I've used this. Now, all I have to do is to wash this, and I will do it today, because I would love to wear this on Monday when I go back to school. Yeah, so this is actually, this is my only finished object. I don't have something else. Now, my son had a cold almost a week, and I think I catch it from him. I will show you a huge progress that I've made with my next whip. I don't know where to put the ball, so I don't lose it. So, my friends, this is the Alvar pullover by Sari Nordlund, the Finnish designer. And if you remember, last time I was, I think, almost halfway through the back panel. But as you can see, I finished the body, and I've started the first sleeve, and the sleeves will go very fast because there are no decreases until the cuff. And after I will make the both sleeves, I will make the neckline. I decided to work a little bit longer the body than the pattern recommends. I've done like 7 centimeters more, and I stopped and then made the hem, because this, it will grow on washing, as you can see. So it will become longer than it is now. It is oversized because it's meant to be, so this part here will fall of the shoulder. So it is somehow part of the sleeve already. And the sleeves are meant to be longer. So something like this, I think, if I remember correctly from what I read in the pattern. Now, I'm sorry. Um, it can be a quite intense project if you are not a fan of purling, because all the sweater is made in knit and pearls, and there is a lot of purling when working back and forth and when joining in the round. So a lot of purling. Now, for me, purling, it is extremely easy because of my style of knitting, and I will show you how I hold. So most of the people are calling this style of knitting the Portuguese Greek style. So I have the ball of yarn on my left, and this is how I hold the yarn around my neck, around this finger, and this is how I work. So for me, purling sometimes is even more easy than knitting because my moves are different a little bit than the knitting. So even if purling, it is very easy for me to do, still was a little bit hard on my hands, mostly because this was almost my only project in a week. So I choose to work on this because I knew there is a lot of purling, and I wanted to have it finished as soon as possible, not because I have an emergency with this sweater. It's just because I haven't planned to make a cardigan for myself that is all cabled. And I knew that if I start that cardigan, I won't be finished this very soon. And one thing I have as a goal this year is to not leave the projects aside for months or years, because this had happened to me in the past, and it takes out all my modern knitting, and I don't want this. Yeah, so this is my progress. The yarn, it's the same. I think I showed the yarn last time, but I will show it again. So I hold two strands together. So this is Rauma, La Mulgarn, this is lamb's wool, and this is Sanasgarn alpaca lace. And I hold these two together. As you can see, the result, it is a little bit strange because it looks like a muddy beige. It's like this is dirty. This is the look, but to be honest, I don't mind. I don't think it's something. I don't think it's something bad. I mean, I quite like it, and I have nothing in this color, so I know I will enjoy it. I still have 3 of these and 2 and a bit of this. These are having like 400 meters, and this is 250 meters. So I have plenty to finish this, and I think I will have leftover, and because I don't like leftovers, probably I will make mittens or something, but I will see. Yeah, but the fact is that this guy has a huge progress. Now, if some of you are seeing this with this amount of progress in just not even 2 weeks, and if you saw my previous episode, please don't feel bad in the term of, oh, look how much progress she has done. And I don't know, I don't have this progress in 2 weeks. I am not I don't have the time to work almost one sweater in 2 weeks. Please be aware that knitting was my daily job for 7 years. So now with these other garments I am making, I'm starting to realize that I am actually a very fast knitter. It's not that I want to be like this, but when you knit for 8, 10, sometimes even 12 hours every day for 7 years, with very few little exceptions, then I guess you become a fast knitter. So please, please don't feel bad. Don't feel less, just because your progress is not that big as mine. It's because I'm a fast knitter. It's because I had a week off from school. It's because the weather was crazy and we stayed at home because it was raining so bad, and the wind, it was like a storm actually. So all my time, all my free time I had this week, I invested in knitting, reading, and doing Norwegian homework for my class. So that's why I have. Maybe next time I won't have this huge progress. So please don't feel bad, okay? So yeah, I'm happy I've made so far with this sweater. And in case I will finish this until the next episode, I will show you. If not, when it will be ready, I will show you. So this was my active whip and my first work in progress. I have 2 more whips to show you. Although I'm trying to have only one cast on per month, I've started something I really want to have in my wardrobe, but I didn't make that much progress because it's not his time. So I've started the porcelain sweater, and I am working actually at the back. So I'm in the middle of the row. I cannot show you. So it's not joined in the round. So I finished the color work panel for the first part of the back, and now I just need to continue in stockinette stitch, and then I will pick up stitches for the fronts. This was not meant to be in this color, and I will pop up a picture on the screen for you to see what was my intention for this sweater. So my intention was to use beige as the main color and white as contrasting color. But when I started, I had a very, very low contrast, and although I don't mind color work with low contrast, still I think that for this sweater, the motif is so pretty, so you need to see it, and I've made a couple of tries replacing the white as a contrasting color with the beige as the main color, but I didn't like it. And then I took the decision to use the white, the cream as a main color, and to change to this muted mustard as a contrasting color. But I had a little problem because I don't have enough white yarn, because this was meant to be contrasting color. And luckily in my stash I could pair this. So I'm holding, for the contrasting color, I'm holding this Marilyn from Isayer double for the color work. I still need to buy 2 days to have enough. But if I remember correctly, I got this with 50% off. So that's good. I got this more than 1 year ago. And I know I will find the same color because they usually have the same colors in the dialogues. And I need to buy more of the cream. But I stopped for the moment because I don't have any possibility to buy more yarn this month. And I thought, okay, I started. I know that I like this choice, the final choice. I will finish what I have in progress, and next month I will buy more yarn to be able to finish this. So yeah, this is, at least for the moment, a long-term project. Now, because I have the beige, I started to be a lot of, I panicked a little bit. I got stressed because I thought, okay, so I need to do something with the beige because I don't like to stash yarns. You know, when I buy yarn, I buy it with a specific project in mind. And yeah, I don't like to know that I have that quantity in the stash, because this will take me the opportunity next month or 2 months later to be able to choose a new yarn for a new project, because in my mind I know I have that and I don't like to waste money, to waste yarn. I don't have the possibility to waste money and yarn. So yeah, I need to do something with that. And I found a beautiful project that it will take, I think, my whole next month to do it, if not more, because it's something I will do for the first time. So I will start with the story, because in the past 7 years I've been a stay-at-home mom. Of course, my wardrobe was out. How do you say? I did not invest in my wardrobe unless it was mainly necessary, you know. But now that I'm going to school again and I will have a job, I hope soon, I need to think about what I would like to wear. And now the interesting part is that 7 years ago I was 35. 7 years later, I'm 42. And I don't know what is my style now. I don't know what are my colors now. I don't know what is proper to wear or not, or if I'm buying that, it's not a little bit exaggerated because I don't have 20 years anymore. I'm not old, but I'm not young. So yeah, I'm in a little bit weird situation of finding out what will be my style, my wardrobe, my everything. Anyway, I've decided to invest this year in a couple of linen dresses, because I think those goes at every age, every age. So I found this cute, wonderful little dress. Little, it's not that little. I will put a picture on the screen. It's from Non-Perfect Linen. I think they are from, from USA. And I took the risk and I ordered the dress, even if I knew that I need to pay for the shipping. The shipping cost is $15 and the taxes are $40. So the price of the dress is $120, and I paid almost $170 because of the taxes and the shipping. Again, it's not something that I can afford too much for the moment, but I am saving like 2-3 months and then I buy a dress. 2-3 months I'm making savings and then I buy a dress. So in order to do this, of course, I want to buy only one sweater or cardigan quantity per month to do something. It might seem a little bit, oh my God, she's so exaggerating. She don't want to pay for this. She don't want to pay for that. It's not that I don't want. It's that I cannot afford. So my plan is this year to build a wardrobe, not big, because I'm not necessarily a fan of fashion or clothes. I mean, it's not my priority, to be honest. But I think if I manage to build a little wardrobe with, I don't know, 2-3 trousers or 1-2 pairs of jeans, I'm making a lot of cardigans and hand knit sweaters or pullovers. If I buy 3-4 dresses, that then I can, I can change, and I will have a couple of outfits and I don't have to worry, because oh my God, I will start the job, I don't have nothing to wear. Oh, of course I have, but they are old. So old. Anyway, so I got this dress and I really wanted a beautiful cardigan, and I will make a cardigan. I will pop up a picture on the screen. I will use the beige I couldn't use for this sweater. I've made a little swatch. Normally I don't swatch, but I thought, okay, I will do it for this. I still didn't block the swatch, so this is it. And I think this beige will go very well with my green dress. And this is a pattern that you knit in pieces, right? And it has a saddle shoulder. It doesn't have too much recommended positive ease. Actually, I think in the pattern, the suggestion is of 0 up to 2 inches of positive ease. And I think I will make size 5. I measured for this dress. I measured my bust again, and I've said in the last episode that I have 126 centimeters. Well, this was a measurement I took more than a year ago, I think almost 2 years ago. And surprise, surprise, I'm actually now at 120 centimeters. So I had to measure for the dress, and I think I will go with the size 5. I will put the link of the pattern in the description below, and I don't remember in this moment what is the name of the website or what company. I think it's a yarn company, I'm not sure. But I saw so many wonderful patterns. I already saved on my Instagram. I saved a couple of sweaters from this company, which I don't remember the name. Yeah, so I'm planning. I'm planning a lot of things. I know that I am a little bit chaotic now with my knitting, with my projects, but one thing I've learned in the past year is that, one, I don't need to knit what everybody else is knitting on social media, here on YouTube. It's very easy to get influenced. So after 2-3 projects, I realized, okay, I want to knit what I like in the colors I like. But of course, if I see something at one of these persons that I truly like, of course I will make it. You know, I'm not absurd, but it I don't need to cast on everything that everybody is casting on. You know, yeah. So at the moment, I'm happy with my choices. And I am very excited for this cardigan. Actually, I asked my husband to print me the pattern. Normally, I don't print, if not necessary, the patterns. I'm using my phone to read the pattern, but this pattern has a lot of charts. It is an 18 pages pattern, which I don't mind because a part of the charts, there are a lot of explanations, you know, which I really, really, really appreciate. So yeah, I'm very excited to do this for my new dress that it won't come earlier than end of March. I think they're custom made. So yeah, it takes time, but I'm happy. I'm happy. And they were very nice on the website because I choose the biggest size, so the XXL. But the measurements of the bust recommended, there was like, if I remember correctly, in between 110 and 120 centimeters, and I'm already 120. And I sent a message, and they replied me very fast. I sent a message and said if they can customize, because they have this service. You can make some changes. I think you need to pay for them, but it is possible. And they told me that I should be fine with the XXL. So I guess it has some positives, a part of the 120 centimeter bust. So yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy and nervous because I feel I spend a lot of money on the dress. But I know it is something that I will treasure in the next years. And the fact that I'm trying to make this sweet cardigan for the dress, I think it will bring me a lot of beautiful memories in the years to come. You know, whenever I will wear this, I will remember how many efforts I've made to be able to buy the dress, and how many time I spent to make the cardigan, especially for the dress, and not only for the dress, you know. So I think it's yeah, it's something that brings me joy and happiness. Okay, I think I have one more project, one more spontaneous cast on. As I've said, I don't like having yarn in the stash, and almost 2 years ago, in my visit to one of the stores close to Bergen, I got this on sale. I don't know if they produce it anymore, or maybe, yeah, the store won't carry the yarn. So this is Cocoon from Rowan. Um, so this is 80% wool and 20% mohair. 100 grams, 150 meters. So this normally was quite expensive. I mean, I think it was more than 10 euro per ball. But I got this only for, I don't know, I think there was like 70% off. And I got 4 balls. And almost 2 years ago, I remember I've made a hat for my son. A hat that he lost in the first week of wearing and never come back with the hat at home. So we never found a hat. And I still had 3 of these balls in my stash, and I never knew what to do with them. And one day it just came to me, okay, I need to make a Sophie shawl. And let me show you what I have done in one day. In one day, I've made half of the shawl. So this is it. I'm using bigger needles because this yarn, it is chunky, and I'm using 8mm needles, and I think it's quite nice. Yeah. And I only need to take one morning up to lunch and finish this, because guys, this is the fastest knit I have ever done. And when making this, I thought, oh my god, I will never make a Sophie shawl in a thinner yarn. And whenever I need to make a gift, this is a very good option with a chunky yarn and bigger needles. So yeah, and I think it will go. I have my spring coat. It is black, and I think this will go very well. So this is my 3rd Sophie shawl since the pattern came out, and I think this is the first one that I am intending to keep for me, for myself. But yeah, you never know. If somebody close to me will say, oh, I like this, then normally I said, I can gift to you if you want. So yeah, but I think I will keep this because I really like this light brown. Yeah, I think, yeah. And I had 3 balls. So I've been working 1.5 ball for half of the shawl and the rest of it for the other half. And I'm not quite on the same length. I am somehow in between the middle and the large size of the pattern, which is very good. So I think I still will be able to wrap it 2 times around my neck. And that's good. This is what I want. Yeah. So I think these are all my projects. I still have 2 hats as work in progress, but I did not work on them on my winter holiday, because those are the ones I'm carrying with me in my school bag. Oh, and because somebody was asking me, when I'm saying I'm going to school, so I'm learning the Norwegian language. So I have classes every day, starting in the morning until after lunch. So yeah, I'm finishing around 1 o'clock, sometimes at 2:30 p.m. So yeah, I'm busy. I'm busy in the best way. So yeah, Norwegian language is not something I'm learning very easy. For me, it's a difficult language. It's not. It's a doesn't. How should I say? Uh, it doesn't feel like other languages. I mean, I'm speaking Romanian. I'm speaking this almost good English. I speak Spanish fluently. Um, I'm out of practice with French, but I think I'm still able to communicate in French. I can understand Italian and Portuguese. But Norwegian, it's like nothing I know. I mean, people are saying that it's similar to English. No, it's not. Yes, there can be some words that remind us of English words, but Norwegian is not English. It's quite a difficult language. And the fact is that the Norwegian language has some sounds that I don't have in my own language in Romanian. So, as we in Romania, we have sounds that they don't have here in Norwegian language. So, this is making a little bit more difficult the pronunciation, because you have to learn how to use the tongue when you pronounce the words. But overall, I think it's a very interesting language. It is one of the biggest challenges in the last years for me, a part of my son. And I'm happy that I'm still working my brain because I think it's important to keep it on track. And it feels very nice to learn something new. And it feels very nice to learn the language of the country where I'm living now, and where I say that it's my home now, and it will make my life much easier finding a job. Plus, I receive all kind of documents, and because my son is a child with disabilities, you can imagine we are in contact with a lot of authorities and school, and always receiving reports and things like that, and always unable to understand everything. Of course, I'm using Google Translate, but sometimes that is the biggest mistake you can do with the Google Translate. So yeah, it will make my life much easier. And still, I'm very lucky to live in a country that where, I should say, a lot of the Norwegian people there are speaking a very good English, and children also. And sometimes I'm so amazed that they, for me, they sound like native, English speakers. So it's quite interesting. It's nice and interesting. Okay. I don't know if I ramble too much. I don't know how long is this episode. I feel I rushed through. I don't know if I was organized with my thoughts. If I don't like what I hear when I'm editing, then I won't upload this episode. But we shall see. In case this will be out, thank you so much for being here. In case you decide to leave a comment, I will be very happy to answer you. And I really appreciate the time you are taking to leave a comment. And I hope you enjoy my modest, simple context. I'm a simple person, so this is a place where you will find a simple podcast. You won't find an extremely, I don't know, special, how do you say, setup or things like that. No, this is me. I'm a simple person. This is my small house. Actually, this is a corner of my bedroom next to the window. So if you feel the vibe like I'm feeling, so I guess you will enjoy the content. If not, thank you so much. Anyway, okay, I will see you next time, which I don't know when it will be. Hopefully, until next time, I will be a little bit more organized with my work. And I hope until the next time I will see you, you will have wonderful days. Don't forget to smile. Don't forget to enjoy everything you have. Even the small things can bring a lot of light in our souls and life and days. Thank you, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.